Welcome to the AI Research Roundup. I'm Alex. Today we're looking at a paper from the Hugging Face trending list, published on August 15, 2025, so about 3 days ago. This paper introduces a new framework for creating audio-driven animations that shows a 15% improvement in motion naturalness and over 12% in lip sync, according to human reviewers. The paper is titled FantasyTalking2, Timestep-Layer Adaptive Preference Optimization for Audio-Driven Portrait Animation, and the visual results we'll look at later are really quite striking. The authors achieved this by developing a special reward model, curating a large preference dataset, and then using a novel method to balance competing goals without them interfering with each other. Also, the authors shared a GitHub repository for this project. If you check it out, you'll find the paper's abstract, which gives a great summary of their approach and the new dataset they created. It also includes all the citation details if you want to reference their work yourself. Alright, let's jump right into the results with this first figure, which gives a great side-by-side comparison. On the left, you have the baseline model, and on the right is the new FantasyTalking2 model. The rows highlight the 3 key areas they aim to improve: motion naturalness, lip sync, and visual quality. Looking at the top row for motion, for instance, you can see the baseline's expression is quite exaggerated, while the new model's result is much more subtle and realistic. The same kind of improvement is visible in the other rows too. So how do they actually achieve these improvements? This diagram lays out their whole pipeline. It begins in the top left, where they train a reward model called Talking-Critic by teaching it human preferences from video examples. Then, they use this model to automatically create a massive preference dataset. The core idea is shown on the right. They first train 3 separate lightweight expert modules, one for motion, one for lip sync, and one for visual quality. Finally, a special fusion gate intelligently combines the advice from these experts at different stages of the animation process. Okay, so that's the how, and this table shows the quantitative results, comparing their method against several other state-of-the-art models. The columns represent different performance metrics, things like HKC for motion, Sync-C for lip sync accuracy, and FID for visual quality, where arrows indicate if higher or lower is better. The key takeaway is pretty clear. If you look at the bottom row labeled Ours, their model achieves the best score on every single metric, which really validates their approach. But of course, the ultimate test is what humans think. This table shows the results from a user study where people rated videos on a scale from 0 to 10. The columns cover the key areas: motion naturalness, lip synchronization, and visual quality. And as you can see, their model, labeled Ours at the bottom, received the highest scores across the board, achieving an 8.14 for motion, a 7.96 for lip sync, and an impressive 8.42 for visual quality, confirming that people clearly prefer its output. So this work really highlights that by separating competing goals like motion and lip sync into specialized experts, and then intelligently fusing them, you can achieve a much better and more balanced overall result. That's it for this episode of the AI Research Roundup. I'm Alex. Thanks for listening.